Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. If you are watching me for the first time, I talk about everything finance. So thank you for joining and also enjoy the rest of the video. You know what scares me about the economy right now? It is not about inflation. You know, inflation is a situation whereby there is a continuous rise in the price of goods and services, whereas the purchasing power remains the same. Just like now, this year you have a price of goods is around $100, and then by next year, in the following year, it rises to like $120, whereas the purchasing power remains the same. That's what we call inflation. So what scares me is not even about inflation. It's not about recession. You know, recession is when an economy, the activity of an economy is stagnant, is not improving, the rate of employment reduces, everything is not moving as it's supposed to be. So what scares me is not about the rate of not about inflation. It is not about recession. It is not about the stock market. You know, stock market is when companies, investors go onto the stock market and then they buy and sell shares. It's just like exchanging, buying and selling shares on the floor of the stock market. So what really scares me, it's not about all those things. It's about the economy looking healthier on paper, whereas people become poorer and poorer in silence every day. When you check the statement of account on a yearly basis, you notice that everything looks good just on paper, whereas the masses, the people, becoming poor. They become poorer and poorer. The rich are getting richer, where the poor and getting poorer. You know, stocks becoming higher and higher. Every day, AI companies are becoming millionaires overnight. In fact, tech companies sometimes are even richer than even the whole country. So it's a bit scary. Whereas the people, the masses, are getting poorer and poorer every day. In fact, the financial system, it looks as if it's even different from the labor market. It's as if it's a separate entity on its own. What is really happening? And so if care is not taken, we might later in the future just notice that the financial system everywhere is booming, everything is becoming very okay, whereas the people are becoming poorer. Things are becoming uneasy. People are becoming poorer. Everything seems not to be okay. So what next? I think, welcome to the fake economy. For decades, we follow the same pattern. People work jobs, people go to jobs from 9 a.m. to 5 a.m., some from 8 to 4. So people work jobs, and also those jobs created income, because if you go to work from 9 to 5, very sure at the end of the day, you're going to be paid a salary. Your employer will pay you. So people created those jobs, and then job created the income. When you go to work, you are the one creating the job, and then the job created income. That's when you work, you have to get your salary, you need to be paid for it. And also income created spending. This is because when you work, you've been paid, and then you have to pay bills. That's what I mean by the income created spending. You pay for your bills, you have an electricity bill to pay, you have your house rent to pay, some have mortgage to pay. You pay maybe for your school fees, maybe your children's fees, you buy groceries, you need to cater to a family. So that is what I meant by the income creates spending. This is the pattern we'll be following for decades, for years, for so many years ago. This same circle also built modern capitalism, because the factories hire workers. Yes, you can't just build a factory and just leave it there dormant. You need to hire people to work for you, because at least if you are producing something, you need people that is going to work for you. So you can't do everything on your own. So those factories now hire workers. And then also for people that are into office job, 9 to 5 jobs, offices hired employees. So once you work in an office, you are an employee, because you have been employed by an employer, by the HR system. So offices also do what? They hire employees. Business also expanded. At least if you are operating a business, you know you are doing it in the right way, automatically it's going to expand. Yes, it's going to expand. If you employ the right set of people, I'm very sure your business is going to expand. Consumers, that's the end, the people. That's what I mean by the consumers. They bought homes, they bought cars. At least if you are working, you are earning fine. It's a good thing to live a good life. So you buy house, you buy homes, you buy cars, you buy all good things of life. So with all this, everybody participated in the economy, both the employer, the employee, the companies, everybody participated in the economy. But now, technology has started removing people from the economy. If you notice, everywhere now is AI. So everything now is computerized. Everything now has turned to technology. And also the Wall Street love it, as in these employers, they love it, because once you replace human being with technology, it increases profits. It reduces the expenses because they pay less for this AI system. They pay less, whereas if you are going to employ human beings, you have to pay higher. But for all these technologies, you pay very less. AI doesn't ask for pay rise. Yes, once you install the software, that's all. Doesn't ask for pay rise on a yearly basis, just like human being does. Because at least if you are working in a company, the employer needs to increase your salary every year. But with AI, once you install the software, that is it. And also robots doesn't do unionism, just like human being. Because human being, if what the employer is doing, what the employer doesn't suit you, doesn't like it, you can just form a union and start rioting or protesting and trying to ask for pay rise, trying to increase the salary. But with robots, no unionism, no pay rise, everything goes smoothly. And also, software works 24 hours non-stop in a day. But with human beings, work 24 hours. You need to work either 8 hours or 6 hours in a day, and you can't even be working every day. It's either 3 days in a week or 4 days in a week, so that at least you have rest. You rest. The human body needs rest. You can't compare the human body with the software. The software can work 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week, 12 months in a year without any problem. So from a business perspective, human beings are becoming inefficient because you can't overwork yourself. You can't overwork and you can't compare yourself with AI. So this kind of thing changes how money flows in the economy. Because while you are using AI, you are maximizing your profit. You are getting higher, as in you're trying to reduce cost, whereas you are making more profit compared to when you hire a human being, because human being cannot work 24 hours. But AI, you'll be working 24 hours, you're maximizing your profit, getting more profit, whereas you're reducing cost. Because you're not paying here. AI doesn't ask for salary, it doesn't ask for pay rise, it doesn't ask for salary increase, and they don't do union, they don't cause any trouble. So gradually, AI is trying to go into the economy, trying to reduce the efficiency of human beings. Now, the strange part. Normally, when people struggle financially, the economy becomes weakened. But now, AI is taking over. The economy keeps rising and rising every day without any problem because there is a replacement. Now the economy, the modern market are not totally fully connected to human beings. They have replacement, they have automation, they have AI in place. For example, if a company has about 10,000 employees, then replace those 10,000 employees with AI. Do you know the amount of profit that company is going to make on those numbers of employees? Because totally everybody has been replaced with AI. I know AI doesn't ask for pay rise, doesn't ask for any extra money. Once the software is being installed, that is it. It started functioning. So gradually, what we notice now is that AI is gradually replacing human efficiency. Most companies don't even rely totally on AI nowadays. That is why the economy looks fake. Because on the paper, it looks as if everything is normal. Everything is going on fine. Profit level is very high. But the economy, as a member of the public, the humans are becoming poorer. They are not financially stable. But on paper, when reading the budget or when reading the financial statement at the end of every financial year, the profit looks robust. It's as if everything is fine. But whereas the masses are getting poorer, it is because AI has replaced human effort. It has replaced human efficiency. Every company now depends on AI. It depends on automation to produce. Even everything depends on AI nowadays. You can't do without having or to do with AI, because it makes everything simple. It simplifies and make everything easy to manage. So I think now we are entering one of the biggest financial shifts humanity has ever seen, because obviously AI is everywhere. The economy is moving from labor-based wealth to ownership-based asset, and this is a massive difference in the whole economy. You can build a middle-class life with work, because once you go to work, as in during some years back, if you go to work, you from 9 to 5, if you have a job from 9 to 5, easily you can manage your family without work. But everything is changing now. Everything is changing because creating a wealth now is through asset. It's owning an asset. It's either through AI, it's either through buying properties, going into real estate, stock, and the rest. So everything has totally changed. So that's why I say the economy is fake. Yes, because things are changing. If you check, you think maybe everything is fine on paper. On paper, when reading the financial statement, but when we look at it ourselves, within the economy, within the masses, within the people, who know that everything has changed. So the people who owns this AI company, this real estate company, become richer and richer every day, whereas the people that work 9 to 5 are becoming poorer. They are becoming unstable. Most of these people that owns the AI company are becoming richer every day, and this is because technology keeps improving every day, single day. You see a technology, a software being introduced, whereas these people, I'm talking about the masses, we are just on the same spot. So if we notice those people that have this AI company that introduces AI to replace people that are becoming billionaires every blessed day, because the AI system can produce billions in a day. Just in 1 hour, if AI company, if an AI software can produce billions in one profit in 1 hour, whereas human beings will take up to 1 year to produce that 1 billion. So everything has totally changed from human effort to AI effort. So let's think about what is going to happen in the nearest future. If AI replaces most of this technology, most of everything, that means many people will lose their job. Everything has been replaced with AI. So many people will be jobless. Now tell me, what happens to consumer spending? Who now buys houses? Who now buys mortgage? Who now takes loans from banks? Who now is working with banks? Because that's the main part most people don't talk about. If everything is being replaced with AI, where will the masses get the money? Where will they get the money to do mortgage? Where will they get the money to buy homes? Where will they get money to take loans and the rest? Where do they get money to buy cars? I think honestly, we are already seeing signs, because now social media wealth has replaced actual labor wealth. Because mostly nowadays you see young people on social media trying to make ends meet instead of the actual 9 to 5 jobs. So maybe in the near future, AI is going to create incredibly abundance everywhere. Or maybe AI is going to unlock a very robust financial future we've been open. I hope we see this in the near future. If that will be very possible, in fact, it will be the best thing that will ever happen. I pray and I hope this happens, but that means AI is going to take all over and it's going to replace human efforts, which is fine. But the economy without workers doesn't just change jobs. It changes money, it changes investing. Because in an economy where there are no workers, it doesn't just change the job. Not that only the job will stop, but it changes money-wise, it changes spending. Because where there are no workers, how do you expect them to spend? Where will they see the money to spend? So it changes everything totally in the economy. Everything changes. And if everybody accepts it or not, the future we are talking about is already here. Because if you notice now, everywhere is AI. Both the young and the old knows how to operate a software. Everything is AI. If you want to read, it's AI. If you want to write, it's AI. Want to do your assignment, it's AI. Everything now is automated. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that the future we are trying to foresee is already here. Welcome to the fake economy, because I call it the fake economy. Because on the paper, if you notice on the paper, everything looks smooth, as if everything is fine. The financial system is okay, but the people, the masses are suffering. They are becoming poor and poorer and poorer every blessed day. So thank you all for joining. Thank you all for listening. I will see you again in another video. Bye.